Zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
3-19! Watch you now, Barney!
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! Set! 3-19! Watch you now, Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
They'll run. This is Brown. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Gun!
From the red zone now, Lauletta. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll get it up the middle, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. The foot slant caught. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 58 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw here is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The give is to Bell, and an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
From the gun on third down, Lauletta looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Goes underneath for Bell, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Leopard! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot! Check!
This is Brown on the carry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. from the gun. Here's Lauletta. Fighting through. That one complete to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw, Lauletta. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Well, it's Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The New York set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Sunday! Lion! Ram!
A final shot before half for Wentz. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
57. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Brown. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Out of the gun, Lauletta, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down. Inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Lauletta to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
This is third and long. Here's Lauletta. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
82.
They'll go again with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action. Now Wentz. Over the middle to Evans. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Lauletta. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Go!
They go play action here on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wentz to throw on second down. Evans has it left side. Touchdown, Giants! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Lawletta on first down. A jump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dalvin Tomlinson coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now here's Lauletta, escaping the pressure right. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Kyle Lauletta, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up. Oh, this is blocked. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Gun! 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 Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Steps away to his left. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And the Eagles are in for 6. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta rolling to his right. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. Pretty move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Detroit!
And Lauletta from his goal line here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he coughed it up. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll run it here with Brown. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now it's Lauletta. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
New York set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Lauletta. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
New York set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That would be the key to this drive.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Lawetta looking for a first down throw. First, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Leopard.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He got 29 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 23. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, that's one part of the equation, puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wentz. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Now Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Man 5-7. Run.
Wentz to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump ball. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really